So it has been a while since I made a video, and I thought maybe today, since my last potato video did pretty well compared to my other videos, let's also talk about how to get a leaderboards. So if you will enjoy this video and you think it helped you out maybe a little bit, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel because it helps me out a lot. But before I'm actually gonna get into explaining how to get a leaderboard, so I just want to get into the context and the story of why potatoes are this big in Skyblock right now and what made them so big. So this is specifically for the new people and for whoever doesn't understand shit. Because if you're probably new to the game and you're watching this video, like, why the fuck do people care about potatoes? So, without further ado, let me tell you something. June 15, 2019, the very famous YouTuber known as Technoblade.
My name is Technoblade, and I am the fastest Skyblock player alive. To the outside world, I'm an ordinary Minecraft YouTuber, but secretly, I've spent the last year fighting to maintain my spot as the #1 potato farmer in Skyblock.
Made his first appearance on Hypixel Skyblock with his new profound series about it. In the first video, he just memed around, going around Skyblock and just making his normal videos. As time passed and the series continued evolving, on November 14th, 2019, Technoblade put out his first video about potatoes. The title of that video is Skyblock, the Great Potato War. In that video, he pretty much explained how he got to #1 in potatoes and why he got there. At that time, the first #1 potato farmer was another individual named I'm a Squid Kid. So I'm a Squid Kid was just a normal, ordinary college student who was playing Minecraft. He wasn't known for anything, he wasn't very famous, and he wasn't really doing YouTube. So on, after Technoblade took his crown and conquered the first rank,
Dethroned Squid Kid and became the #1 potato farmer in Skyblock, I went to his island and laughed at him for half an hour. Then my co-op members showed up, and we all started laughing at him.
I'm a Squid Kid started a war. He wasn't happy and he was dedicated to put his entire life on the line to just get that rank back. And so on, that war continued for about 8 months of just constantly farming potatoes by hand every day for multiple hours. And I mean, hours. Technoblade was farming for about 11 hours a day, and Squid Kid was farming for about 8 hours a day. And that is a lot of time. I'm pretty sure it was like 2 months ago, or a bit more than 2 months ago, they both accepted that the war will end as soon as one of them will get to 500 million potatoes. And so on, Technoblade won. Now let me say this quickly. Getting to Potato Leaderboards is not going to be easy. And I mean, it's not going to be easy. It's going to take a long time, and I'm not kidding. It's going to take a long time. Of course, it always depends on how much time are you going to spend on farming potatoes by hand. But if you want it to be quick and you just want to end your suffering, you're probably gonna farm for a pretty good amount of time. So you might think your daily income will mostly come from your potato minions, and when you're offline, you know they farm 24/7. Doesn't matter what will happen. Now, there's two answers to that. There's yes and there's no. Now, let me explain. It always matters the amount of time you're gonna put into farming potatoes by hand, because these potato minions work 24/7, and it's your goal if you want to get to leaderboards as fast as possible is to beat the amount of daily income they produce by farming by hand. Oh, but Coffee, how do I build a potato farm? You might be asking yourself, how are you gonna build a potato farm? And if you don't already know, I did make a video about it like 2 months ago. And in my opinion, it's pretty good. And if you always have questions, I answer them. I'm serious. I answer any questions. Just comment. I don't care. I'll leave a link down in the description to explain how to make this specific design. And I'll be honest, the video is pretty good also. It explains about what, like, how to start a potato farm and what do you need for like a minimum amount. And maybe you just don't want to get leaderboards. Maybe you just want to farm potatoes. Go for it. I don't know why you clicked on this video, but go for it. I don't know. Now let's talk about your actual minions. Now, as you would probably guess, you will need a good amount of minions to get a pretty good amount of income from them every day. And I'll tell you one thing, potato minions are very important, and I'm not gonna lie, they are great, but they're also extremely expensive because if we open up the recipe real quick, they take a lot of potatoes and money to just upgrade one minion to level 11. And yes, this is what I'm warning you about. You will need to waste a lot of money, and I mean a lot of money. That's not even it. You're not even touching the crust of the top. Now let's talk about the upgrades. As you can see in my minion right now, he has a super compactor, which is important, diamond spreading, which is not important, and catalyst. Now let's talk about diamond spreading. If you want to sacrifice diamond spreading for, I don't know, fly catchers or a different upgrade that makes your minion faster, you can go ahead and do that. But you can always do it without it. You can always put diamond spreading to give you that a low amount of cash just so you can keep affording these catalysts because you will need a lot of most of your money is going to go on catalysts and upgrades, but always, upgrading potato minions is not going to be the easiest thing ever, and that's why I'm going to recommend like tier 9 for like the minimum efficiency that you need. Because tier 9 is fine. Tier 9 is fine. Tier 11 is just if you want to go overkill, you know? You don't need tier 11 if you want to get the leaderboards, but you can if you're rich. And if you're asking yourself, wait, but how many minions do I need? And the question is that, yes, you will need a lot of. So I don't know exactly what I meant to say there. I actually just noticed that while I was editing. So pretty much let me explain it again. What I meant to say is that there's no real answer to that. Pretty much the more minions you get, the better it will be. But the real secret is just farming by hand. And I'll just let the video continue. Minions, but it really doesn't matter. Just farm potatoes by hand. It's really it. All it takes, man. It's all it takes. It's really all it. Anyway, all right. So now that I explained how to actually build the farm, I guess, or like what do you need, let's talk about how to farm potatoes by hand. Yes, I can't believe I said that. First of all, you will need a big farm. And I mean a lot bigger than this. You might as well build like another layer or two above this one as well. Just so you can keep farming non-stop, and I will explain why you need more than one layer. Now, as you all know, the normal ordinary person will also know this. If you break a crop, it won't regrow instantly, right? And that's like the whole point. That's like the whole point. Potatoes are annoying, and that's why you need to wait every time so you can always keep farming this. It's annoying. Why do you need 2 to 3 layers? Because, let me explain. This entire thing takes about 30 minutes to farm, and then you need to wait another like hour or two so the potatoes regrow again, and then you can farm again. Yay! So, you see, if you build more than one layer, and I mean about like 4 layers, you can farm non-stop every day. And that's what we all want to do, right? Okay, I'm kind of kidding, but if you want to do that, you are more than welcome to do that. It's unnecessary, but if you want to go overkill, go ahead. You know what? Go ahead. Treat yourself. Making one huge layer like this will be enough as long as you just keep logging back on and farming it. Really, this is just all you need to do. So in one of the recent changes and updates in Skyblock, they actually they put out a few life quality changes, such as a enchantment that replants crops after you break them, and a whole new talisman that pretty much compacts the items in your inventory to their enchanted form. A few life changes that, our potato farmers needed a long time ago. And, replanting potatoes wasn't that easy. So, you're lucky to start now. The talisman, I don't know exactly how much it costs. You don't need the epic variation, of course, because it's pretty much like useless. You can use the common one or the uncommon one. I don't know exactly what rarity there is, but you can use those too. And the replenish, I'm pretty sure I bought it the day it came out for like 2 million, but I'm pretty sure it dropped a lot in price now, so you can just, get that shit really quickly and farm potatoes, I guess. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot about one of the most important things. The pets. Yes, you need pets. You'll need about like two, maybe overpriced and a bit expensive pets. Such as this one right here. It's a legendary rabbit pet. It does matter the level. Just the higher the level, it's the better. But don't use this one when you're farming potatoes. Use the elephant pet when you're farming potatoes. Now, why? One of the perks here. Trunk efficiency grants a 25% chance to get double crops while farming. Now, this is at level 100, and this thing is very expensive at level 100. I mean, I bought this thing for like 32 million, and I kind of regret it right now, but it's for the potatoes. Also, do not use the pig pet, and I mean do not use the pig pet. Some people may say like, "Hey, this is pretty good," but no, it's shit. You get a lot less potatoes when you're with it, and if you have the elephant pet, or even if you farm by hand, you get like triple or even quadruple the potatoes. So do not use the pig pet. I promise you, it's not good. Now you may ask yourself, is this necessary? Do we need the elephant pet and the rabbit pet? I would say one thing about the elephant pet, you probably won't need them to just to get to like the top 1K or even anywhere in the leaderboards. To be honest, you don't need it, but it's you need. I just bought it just so I can waste my own money. But I would like highly recommend the rabbit pet. It's like the rabbit pet is really good. It pretty much boosts your farming minions by so much when you're AFK. And it's not really bad. It's expensive, but not as the elephant pet, don't get me wrong. It's not as expensive as the elephant pet. And as I said, there's no real secret or strategy to actually like get to potato leaderboards. It's like just in a matter of a second. You will need to spend like hours of your time and even weeks, and that will probably happen if you're gonna get there. And I mean, just pop some YouTube videos when you're farming potatoes, listen to music, listen to a podcast, watch a couple of videos, and you'll be fine. Because I'm pretty sure if you're watching this video right now, this is all you do. But if you want to get the potato leaderboards, go ahead. I'm warning you, it's hell. Do not do this. Do not do this, please. This is hell. Do not do this, please. Okay. Okay. Whew. Okay. So on. Just understand that farming potatoes will take a long time if you want to get to leaderboards. And if you don't have the patience and you don't have the sheer amount of will and dedication, you won't get there probably. Unless you just, collect from your minions for like months. And I mean, it will take months if you don't farm by hand. The real secret is pretty much by farming by hand, and if you don't have the time for that, it seems like it's gonna be your only way. So yeah, thank you very much for watching the video. Please subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll 100% answer all of them. And without further ado, I'll see you in the next video.